Welcome back, survivors! I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to Carnivores Divergent for our last episode on the plains of Expansive. We still have yet to get the Vitakridrinda, but in order to show off the new weapons, we can only take these last two weapons completely on their own. And that's just because of how the mod operates. You basically have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 you can pick from. But unless the Carnivores mod itself is using a specific patch, you don't get any options beyond the first 6. You can have them included in the mod, but they have to be the only choice left for use. So, we're going to take the APFSDS Cannon, or the Armor-Piercing Fin-Stabilized Discarding Sabot Cannon, we'll just call it the Cannon, and see if we can get 1 or 2 of the Vitakridrinda, and then next week we have the last 2 animals we can go for on Eaton Outpost. But everything is looking pretty good here, so we'll hop in, try this new hunt out, and try this new weapon out. Okay, so we're loaded into the maps. Let's pull out this... No. Oh, yeah, it does look like it is kind of like a missile you're shooting out, doesn't it? Like, just in the top left where you can see the ammo icons. Now, I can't remember. I thought I was able to pull this out once before. Maybe not. Or maybe I'm mistaking this for, like, another weapon. Because it does kind of look very similar to just a general rifle, at least from, like, this angle. Well, let's try calling the Vitakridrinda and see if there's any nearby. Alright, turn on the HUD so that we can actually see where the wind is, but doesn't seem like it so far. We'll probably work our way to the south. I think that'll give us the best odds of trying to find this thing. Or one of them. I probably should also, if I am going to try focusing on an animal, only take that one from the roster too. Just because if you do that, I think more of that specific animal will spawn, instead of having like a variety to the chances of what will take up a spawn slot. This looks like a fair enough spot to try getting across. Thank God there's no fall damage in Carnivores. And yeah, this looks like a pretty easy crossing to make just right here. Just slowly swim our way across. There we go. Okay, we're up and out of there, and onto... I'm not sure if I would call it the mainland or not, although... Like, just by the amount of land, yeah, this is the mainland. So far, all is very quiet. Oh. Oh no, just the Tyrannoceratops. Just the ambient animal. Okay, you know what? Let me try working out east. Maybe... I mean, I doubt there's any, like, real specific spawns for things. But it might feel a little thematic to come across this guy on, like, the deserty patch. Or that little desert canyon. I mean, who knows? Maybe the universe will kind of pair them together for us, or the RNG will happen and give us that theming. Okay, now we want to work straight south, and we should hit... Well, okay, more southeast-ish, but we should hit the canyon before too long. Canyon or gully or ravine? I kind of want to say more ravine. Like, canyon, I think it would be if the walls of it were steeper or higher. No, see, I don't know if I want to actually use one of these shots on just a Rubeosaurus. Like, we have gotten so many of them that I don't think it's really a test of just how strong it is. If we can find a Raptor, that might be a good test to see if it, like, one-shots it or not. We did at least find one animal so far, although not the big prize. Oh no, that's just a Tyrannoceratops. I was going to say, should we try taking down the Chungus Chops with the, this thing we've got as a weapon? I mean, I don't think there'd be anything but a smear left behind if it were to actually connect. But it'd be interesting to see how it kind of just, like, sounds and is to use. Oh, well, it's running away, but we might have a chance at a Raptor. Let's try to keep on its direction and see about using this on it. It doesn't have, like, that good of a scope, so we will want to try to at least have some closeness to it. It was just down here. Did it maybe run behind this little hill, or did it just, like, keep going once it got initially scared? Actually... Oh, actually, I think those rocks are, like, a carryover from Vengar. Huh. I didn't think the raptor would have been that quick to, like, get out of here, but I guess it was. Yeah, I'm fairly sure these are on Vengar Fjords as well. Just like the random 3 stones all together. Yeah, I don't hear anything. Maybe I'll even try calling for that raptor, see if we can figure out where it went. No, not even a reply from that now. I guess it got scared off pretty good. Okay. Well, we'll keep our gears focused for this Vitakridrinda. I have to imagine all we really need to do is hear a reply. And it's probably going to be much more aggressive than anything else in the roster so far. I wonder if the raptor went down into that area. Actually, you know what? We can go down here, because this used to be where the dinosaur gate and the village were. Yeah, I got nothing for replies. At least we've seen a few of the animals. It's not like the dead... the time I loaded into the map and it seemed like it was absolutely dead of all animal life. Aside from the ambient animals, they always seem to be plentiful. But yeah, this area is... I think it's gone through very little edits, this spot, but... see, I think it's a little bit more to the east where the village and the fort used to be. Actually, might even be able to sneak in between those 2 little peaks right there. Maybe not. I thought I'd try just in case, but no, I think I have to go the long way around. We'll go for a little jog. Yeah, I think this was where the village was, because I think the dinosaur gate was actually right around here-ish. And there were a few buildings. And then at the tail end, you would go out more towards, like, where those pools were. But at least it... Again, there have been some edits and some changes, so... Although it is close to being the exact same map, there is a little bit of change to it, at least. Okay, now we just gotta get out of here. And we'll just keep working our way off to the west. I'm still surprised we haven't heard a call from this thing come back yet. It honestly seems like the more I try to... Well, again, this kind of goes back to when I try, I fail. When I don't, I succeed. As I try to focus on this animal and get us one, none seem to want to have spawned, or if they have, they are in the most remote of corners I will never get to. Although, I do wonder if anything can actually spawn in the middle beyond this, like, I guess I kind of have to call it an artificial barrier. Because, like, it is more out of place and just meant to seal off that middle section from being able to be used. So, there is a chance that some things have spawned down inside it, unless... I don't know if the... I feel like the maps do have, like, specific spawn locations, even if they're not, like, tied to the specific animals they'll spawn. So it might be possible you could actually, like, delete all of them in an area and keep things from spawning there. My lord, we are getting a fair workout today just running around looking, aren't we? I guess we'll keep working to the south, because I don't think I've actually been down this way quite yet, as we've, like, covered, Aberchina. Oh. We might have... You know what? I'll probably deal with the Therizinosaurus. Okay, so it still takes 2 shots to take down the Therizinos, so I think it's actually... Oh, but then again, I can't remember if the Theris do have a mortal zone or not. No, we got another one coming in. Oh! Actually, maybe it was just 1 shot, and I just missed with the first ones. Not just to reload, let's... There we go. Yeah, just get a new clip in, so that way we don't have to worry about that happening if we do encounter what we're looking for. But it's things like that, where I'm not sure if there actually is a mortal zone on the animals, or there's not a mortal zone. Because I was using the anti-tank rifle to get down Therizinosaurus with a single shot. But it seemed like this Sabot cannon might have needed 2. Or I could have just missed with the first one on each one. Oh, you know, I had mentioned about the Chungus chops, and we got one poor little sucker running away from us up this way. So, do we decide to make a dinosaur smear on the landscape, or do we just let it be? Oh, that's a tough decision, and we're doing it. Nope, missed. So it does actually seem like it has a bit of, like, a variance to its shots. And I might actually use up all of them trying for this little guy, but... You've nowhere to run, Chungus. Well, actually, maybe you kind of do, but you're actually slow enough I can catch up to you. You know what? I missed him for all these shots. This could easily one-shot the thing. I'll let him live another day. Just considering, like, how unsporting that is of a situation, like, to realize, oh, it actually can't run away from us. We could just keep up and catch up if we wanted to. We'll let it go. And that way we also have ammo just in case we can come across this, or encounter a Vitakridrinda. But man, like, for as much ground as we have covered, no replies, no sightings. It just does not seem to want to show itself. It really feels like maybe what I'll have to do is start taking, like, much smaller selections from the roster, like go for the Vitakridrinda and just a... Is it SurvivalVis that's next, or is it something else? Yes, I can't remember if it's 2 or 3 animals left to go. Oh. Actually, I think I got a reply from up over that way. So, that's off to the northwest-ish. I'll try to keep my eyes out and see, but... Oh, one thing too is, I can't take long shots. The weapon's not accurate like the rifle is. So maybe what I'll do is try to get to that little island and call it in. Because that could slow it down a little bit as it tries to figure out a path to us. And that'll let me get some shots in safely to see just how many it might take to put one down with this weapon. So yeah, we'll just swim out to the middle of this little island here and try calling it in more. And dip down. Oh, no, actually we can step right on it. Now, I thought I heard a reply from over that direction somewhere. Now, I didn't get anything on that call. Like, there's the Raptor. Oh, there's one. Oh, wait, what? Only 0.1? Like, that seems like it's super freaking tiny. I don't want to tick off the raptor, but I do want... Oh, here it is. Yeah, so 2 shots from this will take down a Vitakridrinda. But you're a lot smaller than I was expecting, so you know what? I kind of want to try getting this raptor and see how many shots it takes to put down. Although, I want to be careful about how it comes in, so we have the best chance they both hit. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. 1 shot for them now. Okay. So this one does pack more of a punch than the anti-tank rifle. And we'll take our little mini conquest there and go to the trophy room. Okay, here we are in the trophy room, and it shouldn't take too long before we find our little guy. Yeah, there he is. This has to be, I'm guessing, one of the smallest variations you can get of them. It's like 0.1 ton and only 2.26 meters long. He's smaller than the Raptor. He's a bit bigger than... Actually, hang on. The Troodon is 0.75. Yeah, so he's a bit bigger than a Troodon, but I really feel like they have to get much bigger and much heavier, too. Size-wise, I guess he's got a decent amount of height. Like, the Raptors are still mostly towering over him, but... that, I do think, leans more just because of how small he is as one. So what we'll do is next week when we start on Eaton Outposts, maybe we'll even start focusing on the individual species. Like, one episode after the Vitakridrinda, one episode after the SurvivalVis, and then one episode after the... whatever the name of the last one is. Eocaprasha or something like that. I'll have to check and see for sure, but... at least we managed to snag one and show it off. Again, it's got, like, the model has been squished and tugged a bit, so the textures stretch along it. But I think it's still one of the better ones. Like, what I'm really surprised at is how well, for the most part, the Troodon's texture is applied well. And then you have things like the Therizinosaurus, where it feels super stretched and distorted in that to it. I think it really does become just like how the textures, or how the models have been manipulated, can really affect how the textures get applied. But it was a great little episode. Got to try out the Sabot cannon. We still have one weapon to go, which I think is the artillery rangefinder. That'll be an interesting one for sure. But overall, I think we're good to end this episode here. So thank you all very much for joining me on another episode of Carnivores Divergent. If you did like the video, be sure to give it a like, and if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, there's in the comments right down below. And until I see you in the next video, survivors, please remember, as always, to take care and stay alive.